This is what I look like today. This is the problem when you have bangs. Like when you tie it up, you just get these crazy little sparse baby hairs. I can't wash my hair today because apparently it's a Chinese holiday. Today I wanted to share with you guys my plant care routine. I got a lot of love from you guys from my last video from my plant tour. So I figured I'd take you guys today on a journey of taking care of my, I think I have over 50 houseplants. So yeah, today I need to just check up on them. All right, so the first plants that I'm gonna take care of are these right here in this corner. These you saw, well, most of these you saw in my plant tour. If you haven't seen my plant tour, I will link it right up here somewhere. Why do I always get so out of breath when I talk to the camera? But the first thing that I do is I use this moisture meter. I have a whole Amazon favorites plant supplies on my Amazon page, so I will link that down below if you guys are wondering of any of the things that I'm using today or talking about. I like this one because it's like 3-in-1. You can measure the moisture, the light, and the pH. I only really use it for the moisture. Sometimes I use it for the light. You take these little pointy things and you stick them. It's not a toy for you. Here, you want to sniff it? Approved? Is it peanut approved? Okay, please. You're so cute. You stick this into the soil. Stick it into the soil. You want to go like kind of deep, and then you want to make sure that the little knob right here is set to moist, and then you check. And it'll read for you what's going on. And right now it says that it's dry. It's all the way on this edge right here, so it's dry. Marginetta needs to be watered. I recommend wiping this in between uses because sometimes there is like maybe soil fungus or like nasty buggies or a disease that might be in the soil of one of your plants that you probably might not want to spread across all of your plants. So I have a damp paper towel. So just a little bit of alcohol. I'm just gonna wipe it. And so I'm just gonna go and do the same thing to all of these. So I just wanna show you guys something really cool. My Monstera, besides being beautiful and gorgeous and amazing, so Monsteras grow these aerial roots that normally in the wild, they use this to either anchor to the soil on the ground or to anchor themselves on trees. And what I noticed is that I took this aerial root and somehow, I don't know how, it found its way down to the soil and it's like it buried itself in the soil. I don't know if you can tell it, but I thought it was so cool when she needs to be watered. She is dry. Wipe my little thingy majig. This one I watered not too long ago. So this is my Transcendentia Nanook. Okay, so I recommend, so you see now it says moist. It's in the middle, but then over here before when I stuck it, it says dry. So it's good to go in a few places in the soil. I think I'm just gonna leave this one alone for now. Scindapsus pictus or my satin pothos. Oh, she's dry as heck. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, girl. Well, I did hear somewhere that, well, actually from Harley G, actually. None of you guys watch Harley G and you like plant videos, go watch her. I just love her. I find her so therapeutic when I watch her. She waits to water her Scindapsus until the leaves are like curling because they don't like to be overwatered. So I feel like she's still okay for like another few days. I'm just gonna leave her alone. Here we got my ficus, my fiddle leaf. She's also shooting out new growth, which is lovely. Yeah, she's fine. Gosh, I feel like this plant was never gonna grow anything because every time I try to push out new growth, it would just die. But ever since I have been putting her next to this humidifier here, this tiny one, she's been thriving a lot. So I did water my 2 pothos not too long ago. So I know they don't need to be watered. All right, so now I'm just gonna move everything into my tub and water them there. I also like to do is to spray the water underneath the leaves in case there's anything hiding under there, and try to just get underneath the leaves. My plants look pretty healthy, but just in case, I am gonna spray a little bit of neem oil, like a little bit over the top where the leaves are. I just want to make sure that no pest can even touch them, because especially my Monstera, I love her, and I just want her to be healthy, you know? And neem oil is natural, so it doesn't hurt them. Okay. You know what I didn't check on? The plants in my bedroom. It's been a while. This parlor palm that it definitely needs to be watered. It's been a while since I watered her. There, I have a ZZ plant, and it's weird. I'm like, a devil's ivy or an ivy plant? Oh yeah, so what I do is I stick my finger in, and the top 2 inches of the soil feel dry. Like literally, if I poke my finger in there and nothing comes out on my finger, that means it's pretty dry. I'm gonna go water her, and she has a lot of dust. Oh no, damn it. I see some spider mites on the leaves, like little white dots underneath the leaf, and also webs, like spider webs. I'm glad I'm checking on my plants, because this is what happens when you don't check on your plants. Now, this one wasn't touching my ZZ plants, so I think my ZZ will be okay, but I'm still gonna take her down and check on her. So, okay, number 1, if you touched this plant, do not touch another plant. Okay, wait, no. If you touch, not this plant, a plant that has like a disease, do not touch another plant, because all you'll do is spread it. This is the neem oil that I use. I bought the concentrate because this one was out of stock everywhere, and so I just got the concentrate so I can dilute it here. And to be honest, I think this is better because I get way more product. This bottle of neem oil goes really fast, especially if you're like treating your plants. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do, hose her down pretty aggressively with light warm water. I'm gonna turn my hose to the, yeah. No, I think we need this one. Just going to get all of those little mites out. So get underneath the leaf. And don't worry, like these plants are so resilient, like the ivy, that this is not gonna hurt them. I kind of had a feeling this plant was getting a little sick because I completely ignored it, and it was on top of my closet, which it's very, very dry. I'm just gonna spray the crap out of it with neem oil. Also, don't forget the soil in case there's any eggs in there. So the last thing I'm gonna do is fill up my humidifiers. I feel like that's the sound effect that my plants probably have when I turn on the humidifier. So like the most annoying thing about humidifiers is that they get tons of like nasty mildew and mold in them. And like I just washed this one. Like, on. Oh yeah. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for my plant care. I thought I had more plants to take care of than I actually did, but at least I got to show you guys a little bit of everything about my watering routine, and also treating spider mites, which they're a bitch and a half. So I highly recommend, if you guys have a dry home in the winter because of the heat, invest in a good like humidifier. The one that I use over here, the big one, it's hiding over there, but that one is like $100, I think, 100-ish. I got it as a gift, but it's not super expensive, but it holds enough water that it can continuously mist for almost 2 days sometimes, depending on how dry your home is. So if you encounter mites or problems with your plants, don't worry, it's not the end of the world. That's why you should check your plants at least like once a week or once every 2 weeks, so that you can catch if they're having some issues or not. I know this is not a plant channel, but I like plants, and this channel is going to become whatever the fuck I like. I mean, plants are my new hobby, and I think it's been a new hobby for a lot of you guys too. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys eventually. Bye!